Hello, everyone. It's Ben's Weather Tech and Adventures to talk about the China coronavirus. I was on, like half an hour ago. Had to quickly do something. This event, I didn't know I didn't really have to go. I just went there for a second to do something. But I'm back and I'm ready to continue our coverage on the coronavirus. So sorry that stream has some stuff. We'll go over it again here for sure. So here we go. I guess I'll start with this again. Let me just make sure this is working. Okay, it's working. If you have questions, put them in the live chat. So we were looking at this page here. If you saw my video from yesterday, we were talking about Iran, South Korea, and Italy. And yesterday, South Korea had 800 new cases. So a few days ago, it had been 500, over 800. Italy, 239 new cases. Iran, 205. So lots of new cases in these three countries, which are Iran, Italy, and South Korea. South Korea has over 3,000 cases. Italy has over 1,000. Iran has close to 600. So not good in these other countries. China got 433 new cases yesterday. Numbers are way down. Are they really going down that much? Who knows? Deaths 47, which would be lower than before as well for all of China. Diamond Princess, things didn't change. I mean, the evacuation is supposed to be going on, so I'm not sure how that all stacks up. But U.S. got a new death. Ooh, there was a new death in the U.S. yesterday? Maybe that's brand new. That's weird. I didn't know there was a new death in the U.S. yesterday. I knew there were new. Did they add U.S. cases? We're in the U.S. Let's look at for the U.S. thing, because that seems new. I think that might have. Did that just happen? Okay, this is breaking news, guys. So this just happened while I was away. Okay, so there is a White House press conference going on, or it went on. So the woman in Washington State who got coronavirus a while ago has died. So that's the first death of coronavirus in the United States. The woman in Washington State has died. There was a press conference. I'll have to see if I can see some of it at some point. But yeah, because I remember it was going to be at 1:30. So, woman in Washington State has lost her life to coronavirus, and that's that one new U.S. death. Where is that? So you know what? I'm going to change. I guess not. It's all right. Well, I want this to be a different title than the other one. I want the title to be different, so I'll add that. Okay. So, let's see if we can see anything else about this. Live updates. Guardian we're looking at. Where's the CNN one I've been using? Okay, here it is. I'm going to move this. Yeah, 1 minute ago. First, and she was in her 50s. So, I can't show this on here because it's from CNN. Yeah, so I guess this is over now. So Washington confirmed a death an hour ago. Oh no, less than an hour before. Okay, so it is pretty new, but I didn't see it before. It wasn't being reported when I was on my other stream. And also, this Italy thing is really big because they had how many deaths yesterday? 8. And 239 new cases. If you go here, 52% of cases are in house isolation. 101 are in intensive care, and 401 are hospitalized with mild symptoms. So there's a breakdown of kind of the people there. And look at this. So on my other stream, we were talking about the CDC in all has only tested 459 people, like for the virus since it started. South Korea every day is testing like 10,000 people, and that's why they have so high numbers. So there could be all these people in the U.S. that have it that haven't got tested. And this page only updates every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we won't get a new number till Monday. So, this is definitely not good with the rate of testing in the U.S. being so slow to find these new cases. Okay, so there's what the governor said. Now, yesterday we had the first case in Oregon as well. Iran announces 5 new cases. Okay, that was a little update, but they're up to 600 cases almost. Oh, this is Iraq. Okay, I thought that I was thinking Iran. So this is Iraq. So they now have 13 cases in Iraq. Okay, I saw this and I'm like, Japan 944. It said 600. That's with the cruise ship, with the Diamond Princess cruise ship. Okay. New policy will allow for faster testing, hopefully. So, will allow certain labs to test. Yeah, so I think like all the tests in the U.S. like had to go through CDC. So like it was taking a while because they would have to send them there. So local and state labs were delayed. Yeah, because there were bad testing kits. So hopefully this will speed things up because it's really slow right now. And to just show you the map, here's all the places that have the virus. I also want to show you something else on here. So USA 64, now it's 68 in the US. Here's Italy, South Korea. India only has 3, which is kind of surprising. I mean, India has what, like 1.5 billion people, and they only have 3 cases. Mongolia still has no cases, which is surprising. But look at even France. I mean, Germany 76. These Scandinavian countries, Sweden went from like 1 a couple days ago. Now they have 16. Nigeria has a case. Egypt, Algeria. New case in Ecuador and Brazil. And Mexico as well. So the map has been filling in. So we're going to get to, I want to show you these graphs. Mexico have 1. Ooh, 3 cases in Mexico. Okay, yesterday it was 1. That's not good. And you can see, look, so here's China cases. See how they've leveled off? Now, have they really? But look at, I really want to show you, look at South Korea. It's like near 0, shoots right up. Same thing in Italy. Same thing in Iran. So all these places, were really low, and then about 2 weeks ago, they started rapidly getting new cases. So let's get to some more updates here. Yeah, so look at this. Masks can't stop coronavirus in the U.S., but hysteria has led to bulk buying. Yeah, I was actually on like Facebook yesterday, and I saw like on Facebook Marketplace, like this Facebook eBay thing, like there was someone selling like a pack of like 30 like N95 masks for like $100 something. And I went on there and like looked, and I definitely saw some masks on there. So I don't know if people are doing that more as a joke, or they actually think they can get that much money for them. But panic over the new. Yeah, look, the mask boom has prompted sellers to jack up prices and exploit demand. Yeah, I mean, we've heard that masks can be, not too effective, and the better thing is just to wash your hands and stuff. I mean, plus, like, I mean, I think if it really starts to spread more in the U.S., we hear about it. I mean, definitely people will start probably wearing masks. Some people anyway, but Ooh, one new update. Let's see what this is. So this is the Trump admission to that. New travel restrictions. Okay, what is this? So Mike Pence said new travel restrictions. Any foreign national who's visited Iran within the last 14 days. So they can't come in. Anyone who's done that. Ooh. Pence said the U.S. State Department would increase the travel advisory to Italy and South Korea 4, advising Americans not to travel. So it's been at a 4 in China, and now Italy and South Korea are going to be at a 4, which is basically don't travel unless you totally have to. I mean, that's Italy, Italy where everyone vacations. So, and now most of the stuff going on in Italy is in northern Italy, but huge explosion of cases, obviously. Okay, we saw that. Should you travel during the outbreak? It's a very individual calculation. Yeah, I mean, see, someone says, like, should I travel my, quote, should I cancel my trip to Rome or Florence? One CNN reader is wondering. See, the thing is with this, it's like, if you're going to go on a trip like this, you've paid so much, put so much time into it. If it were me, I'd probably still go and just take, a lot of precautions. But then the problem is, well, what if it gets really bad there? And forget even if you don't have the virus, what if you can't come in the country? I mean, you're probably going to have to self-isolate after the trip, which is a whole nother thing. And then will you even be able to be allowed back in? I mean, I guess if you're a citizen, you would be. But it is a fine line. I mean, traveling within the U.S. and stuff is, definitely an easier bet. But to go to some of these countries that are really hard hit, definitely something people have to take into consideration. Yeah, Paris Half Marathon has been canceled. We saw that in our other stream. And the Geneva Auto Show, a big auto show in Switzerland, has been canceled. So lots of events are getting canceled. There's someone in Tehran, Iran, disinfecting a bus. Here's a football league that has postponed matches. Tourist wears protective masks outside the Coliseum. Look at that. Mexico confirms third case. Okay, let's look at this. So there's 3 cases now in Mexico. If you have questions, put them in the live chat. 43rd case in Spain. Let's look at the Guardian thing. Some more updates. 2 new updates. Might be stuff we already saw. A health official says there's no evidence of link or to travel or contact in the woman who died in Washington State. So, she didn't go to China. She didn't have contact with people from there. She just got the disease and died. Stuff from the briefing. So we saw this. This was right when we came on. I think the Olympics. I keep thinking. Yeah, so the Olympics are supposed to go on in Tokyo this summer. I think they start in what, like July? Let's look them up. Yeah, I mean, now everything we saw said, oh, they're going to go. Let's look at this. This is from a day ago. Will the Olympics be canceled? The sports event coronavirus threatens. Yeah, so there's some matches I think like before the Olympics, right? Like to get in. So I think that's what this is talking about. London Marathon looks to go ahead of plan. So, I mean, I think the Olympics would have to go on unless this were like crazy, got out of hand, especially in Japan. But I'm thinking, I mean, if it does, and the coronavirus is still going on, obviously there's going to be lots of restrictions on who can go in, probably be a lot of masks, a lot of taking temperatures and stuff. So, probably be different than other Olympics. Yeah, so I kind of had known that this news conference was on, but I had to go and do something. So, um, but I'm glad I got on and saw this new thing, this new death. Let's go one more page. We saw this, the first case in Northern Ireland. Let's see if. I was in Northern Ireland, like, kind of confused. But there is a case in Northern Ireland. Nancy G says thank you. Yeah, Nancy G brought up that Olympics point. That's something we're going to have to keep looking at as time goes on, of course. Saw some of this in the other stream. And the Paris Half Marathon has been canceled. But look at this. France banned gatherings of more than 5,000. All public gatherings of more than 5,000 are in a confined space or temporarily banned across France. Now, I don't know how they, kind of totally, impose that or what, but, they have said that's banned. So I wonder if, like, there's supposed to be a concert and, more than 5,000 people are packed in. Is that just not going to go on now in France? Here's a real estate exhibition that's been delayed 3 months. Italy's tourism industry has been dealt its final blow with the head of its hotel federation after the U.S. Advised citizens to reconsider. Yeah, now it's a level 4, so it's like only essential travel to Italy. Hotel reservation cancellations, look at this, have already reached about 90% in Rome, while Venice has seen bookings plummet. On Friday, the U.S. now it's a level 4 advisory, though. So, I want to look up, at some point today, like, just hotels in, like, Rome, for example, and see if, like, prices are way down, But, cancellations have reached 90%. That means, like, all these people who had trips planned now are canceling. So, obviously, that's terrible for the economy and the hotels. More than 5.6 Americans visit Italy each year. They spend the most as well. Tourist wears a mask at this square in Milan. So that's going on. Look at this. Iran is preparing for the possibility that tens of thousands of people have the Iran is preparing for the possibility of testing tens of thousands of people. The death rate in Iran is about 7%. Now we don't know because there could be a lot more cases in Iran that we don't know about, so that could be high right now. South Korea, you know, we'll have to see today. They may have over 1,000 cases for just today, later today, because they had over 800 yesterday. Here's a map. Ooh, one new update. So I guess this is still on. I should probably watch some of this. Yeah, and then stocks have been going down. That's a whole nother issue with this. So just so many. I want to look at South China Morning Post. I haven't looked at that in a while because we've kind of like moved out of China. But let's see what they're saying because we had been looking at this a while ago. Look at this, 5 hours ago. Don't bank on the outbreak easing this summer. Seasonal viruses tend to die off as the weather warms, but not enough is known about the new strain. SARS was brought under control in 2003, but it never disappeared. I think the word disappear is a terrible word for what happened to SARS. It was controlled by extremely intense public health efforts that were heroic and perhaps unprecedented in modern times. So that's just saying, you know, we can't just, you know, say this is totally going to disappear in the summer. That's why these Olympics are going to be so interesting to see what happens. Ooh, well, World Health Organization says global risk is very high. Now, I still don't think they've called it a pandemic, right? Yeah, they still went short of that. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. Between the last stream that I just put up and this one, I think that's a pretty good, you know, half hour's worth of stuff. I encourage you to go watch that stream. The stream, you know, right before this one, with kind of the same title and the same logo or what's it called, thumbnail, as well, because we went through some stuff there too. Sorry I had to take a break in the middle, but I'm going to keep on top of this. But, you know, Italy, Iran, South Korea, just seems like every day it's getting worse and worse. Mainly in China, we don't know exactly what's going on. It's like cases are going down, but are they really going down by that much? Who knows? So, you know, the big stuff is going to be, you know, tomorrow probably will be over 3,000 deaths, and we'll be close to, you know, 90,000. We're definitely going to go over 100,000 cases. We'll be close to 90,000 cases tomorrow. So, will I stream tomorrow? I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow, but I'll try to put out an update video for you guys. Maybe I'll even put one out tonight with the new numbers. We'll see. But thank you all for watching. This has been Ben's Weather Tech and Adventures. We do weather videos. We've been basically streaming for this for so long because not a ton of weather stuff now. But as we go into the spring, we'll do tornado coverage and stuff like that as well. But thank you for watching. Subscribe for more on the virus, and I'll see you soon.